Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a lovers in separation reading. So this can be for anybody, any kind of connection where you and your person are experiencing either a current challenge or a separation. And we're just going to see what's going on with them, as well as how they're feeling towards you, their messages for you, and some advice. So of course, just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today are created by myself and will be listed down below for purchase if you're interested. Today's Organite is the Buck Organite, and I just thought it was perfect to use here. It's from my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. Link will be down below. But I don't know if you guys know this, but I love Christmas almost as much as Halloween. I know that a lot of you guys probably don't know that because you guys see me constantly using, like spooky things, and I love horror movies and things like that. But let me tell you, I have a love for Christmas as well. So just around this season, I love Christmas music, but I love kind of like choir church Christmas music. It's just my favorite. So anyways, just a fun little fact. Some of you guys might not know that or wouldn't really think that about me. But anyways, let's get into the reading, you guys. Let's take a look. And if you guys are interested in your own personalized version of this reading, I do offer this as well on my Etsy shop. And one thing before we get into the reading, because sometimes people forget, be sure to engage with this video if you do like it and you want to support my channel, because all of those little actions do help these videos to get out there, to grow. It helps my channel basically, create income, etc. And it makes this all, worth it for me just to continue to be able to crank out these videos and do it for you guys. No one wants to put out a bunch of stuff and there's just little or no return on that investment. And so if you guys want to do me a favor and make sure that you are subscribed, your notifications are on, and maybe even put a comment or a little icon or something like a little emoji in the comment section. And I also have a second channel called Treasure Trove Tarot, and I put a bunch of different readings over there as well. It's not like super love based like it is over here. But I do put some other videos up over there that are just a little bit different than what I do. So if you guys are looking for a little bit of a variety from me as a reader, definitely check that out. Everything will be listed down below. So all right, let's really get started this time. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see what spirits are in this person's current life that you're dealing with. Okay, so what are the energies surrounding them in the form of spirits? Now, this world is made of dark and light, just like we are all made of dark and light. And so some spirits could be dark and menacing, and other spirits could be of the light. So let's just see what's operating in this person's life right now using my spirits of darkness and light divination deck, if I can get that out right. All right, let's see what we got. What spirits are working in this person's life? All right, so we do have the Spirit of the Scales, you guys. It says karma, justice, and balance. So to me, this is kind of like, doesn't necessarily mean it's a good or a bad thing. It just means whatever you've put out there, you got to pay the piper. It's coming back. It's either coming back in a positive way or a negative way. But what this will do is it will balance the scales. So this person right now that you're dealing with could be balancing things out in their lives, making wrongs right, etc. Or maybe the things that they've been doing are finally catching up to them. Or again, vice versa. This could be a lot of good deeds that they've done are coming back their way. We're going to get some details here in a minute with some other oracle and tarot cards, but let's get two more. Okay, so we do have Spirit of the Woods, voices, goblins, nightmares. Ooh, so kind of getting that this is probably more of like a stressful, dark time for this individual. So they might be kind of becoming somewhat paranoid, maybe creating things that aren't there. Those can sometimes be the voices in our heads. Whatever we are feeling or holding on to does tend to work itself out through our dreams. And so this person could be having nightmares. They could be experiencing a lot of fear at this time. All right. And let's get one last spirit. Ooh, yeah. But what this is doing, though, is it's actually helping to give this person some sort of clarity. So the message that I'm getting is that if this individual has been acting a certain way and it hasn't been the best, okay, whether it's been with you or someone else, what I'm getting here is that it's going to, whatever's going on or going down for them is going to really help to bring them into their own truth and awareness. Now, not every single person that gets this opportunity is actually going to take it. Sometimes people are, it's like in their face, right? It's in their freaking face of what they are, how they're affecting people, the havoc that they're creating in the world. And sometimes people are just so oblivious or delusional or narcissistic or whatever, to where they're just like, I don't care. Or no, it's not my problem. It's everyone else. So I feel like this person is getting an opportunity to become more aware of themselves. So that means if they kind of have to go through a little bit of a nightmare or a suffering period, it's like when there's no pain, there's no gain. This person's going to have to gain something through these hardships or through this pain. So that seems to be what's going on with them. So let's get some details on that. Let's go into my Twin Flame Journey Oracle cards and get a little bit of the story of what's going on here. Okay, so we have Divine Masculine. So this could be a masculine that you are dealing with. Okay, you could see this person as your Divine Masculine. But the Divine Masculine is somebody who is aware of themselves. They're facing their truth. They're being authentic. They're coming into their full Divine Masculine power. So if they're not in there right now, it's almost like these circumstances are forcing this person to have to get with the program and level up on their journey. That's what I'm seeing here. We have vibrations. Yeah, it's like what you're putting out there is what you're getting back, or what you're experiencing in your life is because of where you're at vibrationally. So again, this is a cause and effect situation. This is this masculine experiencing issues because of what he's putting out. And so maybe there's going to be a little bit of a, and it could be connected to you as well. Maybe you're doing something and this masculine is going to have to recognize that you can't act a certain way and still expect to have someone in your life. So there could be a little bit of a kick in the pants type of energy is what I'm picking up on here, okay? Yeah, I feel like somebody, this masculine or whoever you're watching this video for could have left you or abandoned you or just kind of like just disappeared. And maybe now they're trying to come back. Okay. And maybe you're like, I'm sorry, but I don't like the way that you handled the situation. So it's almost like in a way, this masculine is going to get some sort of clarity as to, wow, like maybe I shouldn't have acted this way. Maybe I shouldn't have treated you this way. But for some others of you, I feel like this masculine has just abandoned ship, has just kind of left you hanging, just completely disappeared or ghosted you. And I just am getting here in this reading that this masculine is not aware that this is actually affecting you or hurting you. It's like, yeah, they have somewhat of a conscience, of course, like that's kind of shitty, but they're not really in that mindset that they're worrying too much. So what I'm getting here is that you can run, but you can't hide, as in, eventually things are going to catch up to you and you're going to have to feel something. You're going to have to be made to see something. And it might be that we're made to see something when dealing with another situation that might not be you, but maybe somebody else deals them a hand, a similar shitty hand that they dealt you. And then they kind of recognize through that experience, wow, I didn't treat this person, as in you, the best. So something is going on here where there's a balancing of some sort of karmic situation, karmic lesson, shadow self, ego, something. So let's now go into my Twin Flame Journey Tarot and get some additional details. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands, foundation and commitment. So of course the Four of Wands is a very positive card because it usually is an indication where we feel really good with where we're at. We feel really good in our lives and we feel really solid because we have put effort into things and things are starting to pay off. So the message that I keep getting though over and over again is that this masculine's foundation is kind of crumbling, or this masculine's life isn't as stable as maybe you think it is. There's a lot of things that he's been doing or has done in his past that he has more issues, I feel, than maybe some of you guys even know. Yeah. Might put on a good show. Yeah, there's something here that's being hidden from you. Seven of Swords. That's usually an indication here that you don't know everything. So that's why I said that with Four of Wands, even though Four of Wands is a very positive card. Getting in this aspect, or in this case, it's not. So Seven of Swords just means that it might be best, like, if you have taken your strategy right now is to kind of stay quiet and pull back. I feel like that's probably the best thing for you to do, or to continue to be in that energy, because this masculine may not have enough awareness to be able to be truthful and honest with you right now with everything that's going on. So sometimes things are a blessing in disguise. But Seven of Swords can also be an indication that somebody has tried to get away with something, or they've snuck behind your back to do something. And that's really uprooted what you guys were building. And that totally, totally sucks. So, when you treat people a certain way or you act a certain way, there's consequences to everyone's actions, whether we want to believe in that or not. And I feel like that's what's going on with this person right now. Yeah, you're the Queen of Swords. It's like you're breaking out the Queen of Swords mode, and you're just like, yep, nope, I'm good. I'm not putting up with this crap, right? I'm not going to do it. And I'm also getting, for some of you guys, this masculine may be hiding from you or pulling away from you because he doesn't want to hear it, because he knows that you are a truth teller and a truth bringer, and he's not going to be able to lie to you to your face. So he may just not, if he's not able to be truthful right now or honest with you, he might just be avoiding you at this point. So that sometimes that's what weak ass people do. I'm sorry to say, they can't face the truth, or they can't handle something, so then they just ghost you. And it's such an immature, ridiculous thing to do. And I've had it done to me many, many, many times in my life, not only from lovers in the past, but just people, just friends, like coworkers, things like that. And you're just kind of like, really? Like you can't even have a conversation. You can't even okay, whatever. So it's just weird. Sometimes people just don't have the tools to be able to handle situations like an adult. And I just kind of am getting that vibe right here. So if you're the Queen of Swords right now, I feel like you have really, you've gone through a lot, and you have every right to be feeling a little miffed here. Like, ooh, this doesn't feel good. I certainly haven't enjoyed this feeling. So some of you guys may need to continue to be the Queen of Swords right now, especially if this person is trying to contact you or come back into your life. So if they're not going to bring it 100% and explain to you to a degree, or even apologize for their behavior, I'm getting here the Queen of Swords is saying, I don't need this shit. So this is a little bit of a tough love reading. And so if you're not resonating with the vibration of this situation, or if this is not your situation, no worries. I obviously post a lot of different readings here on my channel. But today I am seeing here that the Queen of Swords has come out for a reason, because she knows that something is off, and she realizes that what she was building with this masculine wasn't all it was cracked up to be, and also that there's something being hidden and something that was in a way spoiled here. And until this masculine brings forth this truth or acts a different way with more integrity, you, the viewer, are just maybe even counting your lucky stars that you're not having to deal with this, or that you're not really going to deal with this until this person kind of owns up or takes some sort of responsibility. And I feel like that's why that spirit of the scales is with your person right now, is because the spirit is trying to push this person to do the right thing. Right? To make wrongs right, to apologize, to explain, to have truth and integrity, to communicate, because that's what people do when they have integrity, is they just communicate. They don't just ghost. They don't just do things with no explanation. They don't not apologize when they know that their actions have probably confused you or hurt you. So, All right, so that's what we have so far. A little intense, but hey, you know what? We just go with where the energies are taking us. So let's just see what Spirit wants you to know in regards to this ascension that is possible. The ascension, everybody has the possibility to grow and to do the right thing. But we do all have free will, so not everyone is going to choose it. But let's just see what Spirit is wanting to show us that could be possible with this person. This is my Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck. What is possible here? We have 651. Okay, so we have some sort of an energy where this person might be visiting you in your dreams. So if you guys are not speaking, there could be things that, like, you wake up, or let's just say you go into a meditation and all of a sudden you're just like getting all of this information. You do need to write it down because there is some sort of information in there that's very valuable for you. Okay, I'm also getting that your person's actually, you're popping up in their dreams, and because you're popping up in their dreams, they can't forget you. So this, I feel, is one of the reasons why this person might be coming back, is because you're in their energy field and they can't get you out. Even if they've tried, so you keep coming up in their psyche, in their subconscious, you're there. And it is Spirit's way of kind of pushing this person. You need to handle this. You need to do something here. You need to figure something out here. So what Spirit's trying to tell us here is that they're not allowing this person to just rest easy and forget about you. Oh yeah, look at that. 7111. Triggers brought on by your counterpart are necessary for healing of past wounds and traumas. I feel like this individual that you guys are dealing with definitely has some sort of trauma that they did not share with you. Maybe some of them did, but I feel like for the majority of them, they've got some deep stuff or deep traumas, which really explains, or I guess would explain, why they act the way that they act. So they're coming from a broken place or some sort of trauma that's causing them to act a certain way that's not the best. That's not on the up and up. That's not, what feels good. And so until they're having to deal with the kind of dose of their own medicine, then they're not going to learn this lesson. So you might be a person in their life that triggers them, because you could be that counterpart for them that triggers them to have to own up to the way that they handle themselves, or the way that they go about this life when it comes to talking, communicating, dealing with, etc. So it is possible here that whatever you trigger within this individual, because you're a Queen of Swords, could perhaps create some sort of healing here. We have 1717. Put your time and energy into creative pursuits that will provide an overall sense of empowerment. Okay, so I feel like this particular person that you're dealing with, you guys, is either a creative individual or somebody that basically is putting a lot of their time and effort and energy into other things. So I definitely get that this individual has acted a certain way that wasn't the best, okay? But what I'm also seeing is that they're very kind of centered right now on themselves. And it's a fine line. I feel like this person uses this as an excuse to exclude themselves from having to get close to anyone. So they use their work, they use they use this energy to separate themselves so they don't have to commit, or so they don't have to put in a lot of time and dedication to another person. So this individual can, let's just say, be an only child, or maybe they have gone through a lot of disappointment and abandonment throughout their lives. And so they don't want to get too close to someone because they don't want to deal with that uncomfortable feeling. We did see abandonment come up earlier, so there could be abandonment trauma or issues here. Okay. So when I'm asking Spirit, is it possible for this person to clear this up? Sure. Absolutely. And perhaps you bringing on some sort of trigger, being the Queen of Swords, not really just letting this behavior slide, kind of demanding respect and not just going back into the situation like, yeah, it's totally okay that you lied. It's totally okay that you cheated. I'm just using these as examples. Instead, you're having more integrity and more boundaries and saying, yeah, sorry, that's not really what I'm looking for. So it kind of helps this person to see that they just can't go through life selfishly and just doing whatever they want to do with zero consequence. And the consequence might be that they've lost you, or that they're walking a fine line with you. It's not just this, yes, do whatever you want, open arms, come back to me whenever you're done screwing around or acting like a selfish asshole. It's not that kind of energy, okay? So let's go ahead and go into my twin flame journey shadows and just see what you are bringing up in this person. What is the uncomfortable feeling that you're bringing up in them that might potentially help them to, to heal? Ooh, interesting. We have sellout. It's just easier to sell out and give up. So you're actually triggering this person because it's so intense for them to be with you, or there's a lot of effort that they would have to put into being with you, which means they would have to actually try. They might just want to sell out and just say, it's just too much. I just can't deal with that. I'm just going to leave it alone. So to me, you guys, you do have to ask yourself, is this person worth it? Is this person worth it? Some of you guys might say yes. Others of you might say, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't need to sell myself to this person, or I'm not going to sell out my needs just to be in this person's life or to have them in my life. So because perhaps you're not selling out and you are being the Queen of Swords, this person is just like, damn, I'm used to getting whatever I want. I'm used to just kind of being able to talk my way out of things or charm my way out of things. And you're not falling for it. So, yeah, that's what I am seeing here today. There's something going on here. Oh my gosh, we have pain. Oh, yeah, so you trigger something in this person that they just can't get away with something. And I'm not trying to villainize this person and say, oh, they're such an awful person, a game player, blah, 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 this and that. But they might just be very immature with the way that they're acting. So they cause a lot of pain to people. And they might not be aware of it. But what I'm getting, you guys, is that you, the person watching this video, is going to make this person aware of it with your Queen of Swords energy. Because you're not selling out. You're not just going to give in. And it's not about playing games and remaining a hard ass forever, but I'm just seeing here there will have to be a period where you do this, because if you don't, you're probably going to experience more pain and disappointment with this person, because if they've gotten away with it once, they're going to do it again. People push boundaries if you do not set them. Oh, look at that, one-sided. It's a one-sided crap. No way. So it's almost like, in a way, I'm getting two messages here. One is, you are kind of icing this person out. And so guess what? They're going to feel what it's like to be on your side for a change. What it's going to be like to, have it one-sided, as in they're putting something out and you're not giving anything back. Or you put a message, or they put a message out and you're not responding. Maybe that you've had to sit in that energy for a while. Now all of a sudden they're going to get a taste of their own medicine, because that's the message you keep getting. This person is going to get a taste of their own medicine, or they are right now. And that's the only way they're unfortunately going to learn, you guys. So this is my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. Let's see what else is being triggered here. Bless you, Sharky. Okay, so we have 10 of Decay, which is the 10 of Pentacles, pipe dreams. Ooh, okay. So I feel that this person's family of origin issues, or just family traumas, have something to do with the way that this person is. So there's something here where they've got some issues that they need to clear, and you trigger this person to kind of think about long term, being an adult, growing up, going the full distance in a connection or a relationship, really doing something. And I feel like this makes them uncomfortable because they may not feel ready for it, or that might scare the hell out of this person. Interesting. Wow, we got a smooth talker, baby. That's the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is definitely somebody who's smooth with the things that they say. And it doesn't mean that this person doesn't mean anything. This is Pisces energy, just so you know. And I'm not trying to say anything or rag on Pisces in a negative way. But they can be very spiritual and very dreamy and very creative and artistic. And they can get caught up in a moment, in a fantasy. It's ruled by Neptune. And Neptune is the planet of fantasy, but also delusion or illusions and deception. So I feel like this person means well, but they don't realize that the things that they say can confuse a lot of people, and that they feel it in the moment, but then they just kind of quickly shift gears and then they don't feel it anymore. And that leaves a lot of people in pain. So again, I feel like this person probably does want like a partner or somebody to do life with, but they just keep acting immature, or they're just not serious enough, or just are not grounded enough with their own energy to be able to actually create that and make that happen or hold on to it, because they just keep getting bored, losing interest, or just are just not sure if they can go the full distance in a relationship. They just may want to just dream, think that something better is going to come along. I'm sorry to say that, you guys, but sometimes that's what these types of people, they actually think, they're always dreaming of something else. They have this vision in their mind that there's just something amazing out there. And maybe there is and maybe there isn't. But if you go your entire life constantly thinking that the grass is going to be greener on the other side, you're going to literally skip out on a lot of great and potential connections where you could have built something. So I just feel like this individual they've got some issues, and I think it's creating a lot of issues with relationships. And not just you. I feel like this person could be a serial dater, serial cheater, serial just commitment phobe, somebody that's like, I'll never get married, somebody like that. Just take it if it resonates, you guys. Yeah, this person's, wow, smoke and mirrors, damn. There's a lot of words coming up here that are very, I feel, are going to connect with people out there. But yeah, what you see is not what you get. This person, I'm not trying to say they're a deceptive, lying cheat, but there is something about this person where they don't want you to see some version of themselves. So they project this image, and that's what they want you to see. But there's something that is amiss here. There is something that's not 100%. So this person has to take a good look in the mirror. And the only way that they're going to take a good look in the mirror is by not getting what they want and not being able to just go back and forth with you or other people when they hurt them. So you could be an individual that actually really helps this person to grow and to stop acting this way, because it's very disruptive to a lot of people's lives, including yours. Wow, this just got stuck. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and continue. Let's see. Let's get the energies here. Let's see what this person's true desire is towards you. Okay. What is their true desire? This is my Arrows of Love Oracle. At the end of the day, despite all their bullshit, despite all of their hang-ups or whatever, let's see what their true desire is towards you. Let's look at this, and then we're going to clarify it with my Arrows of Love Tarot. All right, how does this person see you? Okay, so we have the real deal. So they definitely see you as somebody who is a serious partner. They see you also as somebody that might fit into that 10 of Pentacles category, right? But as you can see, the word was pipe dream, as in maybe they don't feel like that's something that's ever going to happen for them or that they could ever do. But they do see you as somebody who's genuine, somebody who's the real deal, somebody who would be worth investing in, but that doesn't mean that they're going to. It just means that they do see you of a value, a person of value. They see you as somebody who's authentic, somebody who's coming towards them and you're real. And sometimes when people are not ready to be real back, they might back away from somebody like you because you know who you are and you know what you want, and they can't pull the wool over your eyes. And maybe they've tried and that's why things are kind of going awry, but you're the real deal and they can't screw around. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, this person's got some commitment issues is what I'm seeing here. It's almost like they may talk about how they're looking for the one. That's that Pisces energy. Sorry, I'm kind of talking shit. I've just known a few Pisces, men especially, and not the best track record for me. But I'm not going to villainize all Pisces men here. But to me, this is someone who is just completely unrealistic. I want this, I want that. I'm looking for my soulmate. I'm looking for my divine partner. I'm looking for the one. And then every person that comes in that's of any kind of value, they'll find a way to completely just sabotage it. And I just feel like that is because they don't want to be trapped. They don't want to be tied down. They don't want to be caught. They want to be free. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do, free agent, etc. And that's great, but just stop dating people. Stop getting involved with people. If you're a commitment phobe and you don't come to people and project all that stuff, just stay away from everybody. Be alone then. Don't screw around. You know what I mean? Because even though people can say, well, I was honest, you knew, I told you I was not ever wanting to get married, blah, 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 this and that. Yeah, okay, sure. We do have to bear some responsibility, even getting involved with someone like that. But I'm sorry, when you're saying other things that are really magical and loving, it's very confusing. I don't want to get married. I'm not serious, but I'm going to introduce you to, my friends and family, and I'm going to talk about the future 10 years from now. That's very confusing. I want to have babies with you. Very confusing. I'm not saying I've personally heard all these things, but I've heard some of these things myself, and I know other people that have heard these things too, where it just gets you caught and you're just like, oh my God. And then they switch gears and you don't even know what the hell happened. It's not right. It's not fair. These people really do truly need to kind of back away and stop dating people if they don't know who they are. And all that's going to happen is they're just going to create a web of broken hearts. But this person does see you as somebody, but what is going on is that because they see you as this and they might want this, but then there's another part of them that's like, so they have one foot in, one foot out. Again, not fair. Just leave it alone. All right, so let's take a look and see what else is going on in their emotions here. Yeah, look at that part you want. See, it's almost like this person just wants to be single. In their heart space, they feel like, I'm probably just better off alone. I'm probably just better off alone, or you're better off without me. I'm just going to do my own thing. Party of one, So I'm reacting to this energy because I have felt it before in my life. And it's just, to me, it's tragic. It's very unfortunate that people, look, I can't make it up. Look at this. They're just going to break hearts. I'm not trying to say, you guys, that this person could never change, but what's going on here in their track record isn't the greatest. And as long as you stick around, you might just continue to be brokenhearted by this person. So maybe just be that Queen of Swords, pull back, do your own thing. And if this person wants to come back and be the real deal, fucking prove it. Prove it. Don't just say it, buddy. Prove it. And if you can't, then I'm out. Sorry, I got other things to do. So that's what we're getting, you guys. But on the bottom of the deck, I do have the Emperor, masculine energy. So, this is the second time in this reading that we've got masculine energy. So I feel like a lot of you guys see this person as your ideal person, ideal mate, counterpart, masculine, you're a feminine, etc. But it might be that in this contract that you have with this individual, that they grow into this full divine masculine energy. And until they do, it's kind of like you just have to kind of do something else in the meantime, and maybe not put all your eggs into this person's basket, because we're just not quite sure what they're going to do. And we definitely don't want to base our lives around what someone else is going to do. Let's create our own destiny, right? So that's what we have for how your person truly feels about you. They do know you're a catch. They do. They know you're a catch, and that's what's annoying here. They know that you're freaking awesome. But the way that they're acting, it's just because of their own crap. So try not to take this personally, you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and see what their higher self messages to you. This is my Twin Flame Journey Messages deck. What is this person's higher self message to you right now? What do they want you to know from their higher self? Yeah, look at that. I'm not surprised to see that at all. You feel like home to me. Well, of course you do. You're the real deal. You're the 10 of Pentacles. You're the Queen of Swords. Like you're serious in life. And if I'm not serious in life, I might want to kind of snuggle up because you feel like home to me, but I'm also like wanting to run away at the same time. And it's a very childish energy. This person needs to grow up. All right, this is my Twin Flame Journey Messages number 2. Oh, damn, this person's apologizing in the reading. So if they have not apologized to you in person, that's why it's coming through from their higher self that's saying, I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. Because I did get that in this reading. This person said certain things and they didn't follow through. So you're just like, what the hell? Why would you say that? Nothing is worse than somebody that says something and then you like go back in your mind and almost go crazy ruminating over every detail that they said. And you're just so confused because you're like, well, I'm the kind of person where I don't say things I don't mean. I mean, I'm not saying I've never done that before, but the majority of the things that I say, I mean. And if I don't say something, it's because I don't want to say it. So I don't say it. Because I also don't like to, create empty promises. And so that's something that I've actually had to learn the hard way is like, you say yes, yes, yes. You have good intentions, but then you end up disappointing people because when the time comes later, you're either not into it or you don't have time or whatever. So whether this person, I don't think that they're maliciously doing anything. I just think that because they're that wishy-washy Pisces type of energy, even though they might not be a Pisces, but they're that energy. And so it's like, it's really beautiful. It sounds so magical. It sounds so amazing. But then come back down into reality off of those clouds with this person, and then bam, they're not doing or saying anything they're not following through with anything that they said. They seem to be different. You feel the difference, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know. I don't even know if that's the same person, right? So I feel like some of you guys have had to go a little mentally insane, not really, but a little mentally just crazy over this individual because they've really been giving you mixed signals. They've really been kind of hot and cold. They've been maybe even in and out of your life. And, some people are addicted to that kind of energy. And I see that as it's an attachment style that's toxic. So if this excites you and it makes you feel alive and, somebody's, constantly just kind of in and out of your life, I feel like there's an opportunity for you guys to kind of look at why does that excite you? Why does somebody who's not stable, that's treating you well, that wants to do life with you and actually work towards a particular goal, why does that not excite you? To each their own, I mean, hey, that might be a healthy thing for you, some of you guys, and others. I just know that doesn't work for me. That's never worked for me for relationships or even friendships. If people are all over the place and they can't commit and they can't follow through with things or they don't mean what they say, then I'm out. That just is not going to work for me. So, and I know that I'm kind of like, when it comes to my creative side, there's certain things that I'm feeling certain days and then I change my mind. I'm not like that when it comes to people in my life that I have relationships with that I value very, very much. I'm totally different. So that's what I'm saying. If someone really values you and they want to invest in you and they want to be with you, they're going to make it known by their actions. They're going to follow through with the things that they say. And I'm sorry to say, and I know this is going to sound shitty and triggering for some people, but when people are not showing up and making the effort, rather than making excuses or trying to figure out a magical, reason, take it for what it is. It's just very black and white. They're not putting effort and time. They're not treating you well, and it feels like crap. Pay attention to that. All right, so what does Spirit want us to know here? What does Spirit want us to know here? What signs is Spirit given to us about this situation or this person? What's Spirit trying to say? This is my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Raise your vibration. That's a hard one, of course. It is a hard one when you've been dealing with somebody that is affecting you in a certain way. But what you don't want to happen is you don't want to get dragged down by this person's energy. So rather than getting stuck in the whys or when will I hear from them again, or what will happen with them, etc., really try to raise your vibration and choose peace and harmony. And when you're choosing peace and harmony with yourself, you're not really going to have a desire to connect with other people that actually just create toxic or drama in your life, or feelings that come up in you that just don't feel good. You're not even going to have the desire to connect with somebody like this at this time. So your best bet is to raise your vibration so you can kind of break away from your need or desire to even want this person in your life right now. Maybe give them some time to raise their own vibration. And when you're in peace and harmony with yourself, that might be, the way this person comes towards you is going to be a better vibration at a later date, is what I'm seeing with that one. Yeah, we have nail, crucify. Woo! Yeah, it's like crucifying somebody. Sorry to say, you guys, I just feel like this person needs to be put in their place. And it doesn't mean that you have to give them a piece of your mind, because sometimes less is more. You don't have to say anything. You could just simply just not return this person's call. You could simply just kind of, like I said, ghost them, maybe give them a taste of their own medicine. That energy alone, or that decision on your part to be the Queen of Swords alone, will make this person feel somewhat crucified and feel some sort of pain. And we have table, gathering. When you and this individual are meant to gather together, I believe you guys will come back together, as in you guys might, talk on the phone, or you guys might meet for a meal. You guys will gather together once again, and this could have a possibility of actually reconciling and improving at a later date. So I just feel like right now, if you guys are going through something major with this individual, and if you're obviously resonating with these messages so far, that's the message for you, is to just shift your mode into the Queen of Swords mode, and just stay there for a bit and wait for things to just kind of calm down and normalize, and allow this person to come back and apologize, and maybe rather than crucifying them, when they come back, be open to what they have to say, and then make a decision based on if that's something that you really feel. Do you really feel like this person means it? Do you really feel like this person's being authentic? I feel like you will have an opportunity to make that decision for yourself. So this is my Divine Feminine Healing cards. Let's see what Spirit wants to give us as far as affirmations for healing. Okay, so we have unwavering faith. So whatever's meant to be here is going to be, you guys. So if you have faith that you and this individual are meant to be together, are going to come together, the universe is going to find a way. But the universe right now is taking care of details. So again, you don't have to be all up in this person's business, trying to figure things out, trying to make something happen. Just let go. Let go and have faith. Here we have waiting. You definitely don't want to wait. So I'm going to read this to you. Rather than waiting on another to change, I make the changes within myself so that I may have these things reflected back to me. So if you're desperately hanging on to this person, trying to figure things out, what they're doing, waiting on pins and needles for them to call you, that is not the vibration that you want reflected back to you, right? You probably wouldn't want somebody doing that with you. That's the way I always try to look at things, especially when I'm feeling psycho or impatient and I want to really, really understand where someone else is coming from. I really refrain, because I always put myself in their position and say, ooh, if I had somebody coming at me this way, I would just totally shut down and not want to deal with it. So I don't want to push somebody the way that I wouldn't want to be pushed. So that's a good way to kind of look at things from somebody else's perspective. You want things reflected back to you that feel good to you, not that feel, to you. So don't wait on this person to change. Make the changes within yourself and then see how that shakes out. Frozen in time. Yeah, I choose to make peace with my past. So just make peace. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why we have this card here. So if you guys are seeing sixes as in angel numbers, this is an indication here to just move forward harmoniously. Okay? Raise your vibration, make peace with this person. Really just kind of try to see them as somebody that's still learning, that's still trying to, gather up their tools to be more of a stand-up individual. And, people can only understand things from their current just perspective. And if this person doesn't have a clear enough perspective, or they don't see themselves accurately, they're going to make decisions that reflect, and it's just not going to be, probably what you're looking for anyways. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some music, and for some reason, all of these cards just kind of fell. Darn it. Let me just gather them here. Okay. So this right here, these are the 2 decks that I've created here. We've got a Divine Masculine, Haunted, and a Divine Feminine, Ghosted deck. So we're going to get the vibrations that are kind of going back and forth between you guys with song. All right. And I have these playlists in my on my YouTube channel. It's a YouTube playlist of both the Divine Feminine Ghosted songs as well as the Divine Masculine Haunted songs. So let's just see what your vibration is. I feel like the majority of you watching this video are feminines. So let's see what your vibration is, what energy is in your space towards this person. Familiar. Okay. Our love is a ghost. So right now, you guys, some of you are really feeling either ghosted or you've been ghosted by this person. So at this point, you feel like this person is a ghost to you. You might even feel haunted by this individual's energy, etc. But that's how you're feeling. You're feeling like they've ghosted you or they're a ghost in your life. They're not with you. You can only kind of like connect with this person in spirit. So let's get your person's energy here and their song. I'm not myself lately, crazy in love. Well, it's funny because I use that word, this person's making you like crazy. I'm not myself lately. Well, that's the reason. They're not really operating from who they truly are. They're operating from some aspect, some fragmented part of themselves. And so until they are more whole within, it's like they're going to create a bunch of craziness in their love life as well as with other people that get involved with them. So familiar, it's like, does this feel familiar to you, the person watching this video? Does this feeling feel familiar? Pay attention to that. Is there something going on in regards to maybe like a, what's the word? Like a pattern. Is there a pattern in your love life? Do you always attract this certain type of person? Is there something familiar about this situation? Have you gone through this before with someone else? So do pay attention to that, you guys, because this entire situation could be pushing you to do some work and some healing that you need to do. So it's not always one-sided. You may also have to do some stuff too. All right, so let's go ahead and get some possible future upcoming energy here. So what's most likely to kind of shake out with this individual moving forward? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. This is telling me a couple of things. First of all, this person has come up 2 times as knights. We had the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy, and Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Now, I'm a Sagittarius, so I could talk a little shit, all right? Sagittarius people can sometimes they're very freedom loving. They want to be free. They feel things one moment, kind of like that Pisces energy, and then they're off to the next adventure. It's not a very like pin you down kind of energy. It's not a very committed type of energy. Now, I have a Virgo moon, so it really, really stabilizes me with all my fire Sagittarius energy. But Sagittarius on its own, that energy is very just up and like all over the place. It's a little chaotic. That's why I have passionate adventure. These are the travelers of the world. These are the people that want to learn as much as they can while they're here and have as many experiences as they possibly can while they're here. So it doesn't mean this person can never settle down, but they do have a restless spirit and they're coming through as someone who's still trying to figure out who they are. They're not really coming forth as a king yet. Maybe that's possible later on, but it seems like who they are right now and who they are going to be in the future is somebody who's kind of hit or miss, hot and cold, up and down in your life one moment, but it's not stable and it doesn't last. Wow, 5 cups, old wounds. So their wounds, their traumas are still not resolved. They're still not, they're either still not working on themselves or they are focused on these things and they are trying to maybe work through this. but I just feel like you and this individual still be kind of in this like mode where there's not a lot of shifts. There could be some changes taking place deep down emotionally, but there might not be a lot of outward shifts in this situation. Yeah. So remember the party of one. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles single card. I just feel, and this is not predicting that, oh my God, you and this person are just not a match. You'll never come together. It's never going to work. I never say things like that in any of my readings, because anything is possible, you guys, and everyone has free will, including this person, to make changes at any time. And so these timelines will, of course, change. But I feel like the original message, and this one's really standing out to me, so I want to kind of just say it again. This will be my like final parting thought for this reading. Rather than waiting on another to change, I make the changes within myself so that I may have these things reflected back to me. So if what's not being reflected to you is what you want, it's time for you to just make some changes within. If you want the story or the narrative or the cycle to change in your life, you're going to have to make some changes within yourself. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card of just that. We're sitting pretty in our energy. We're feeling good on our own. We're choosing to just focus on ourselves, maybe focus on our career, focus on just getting real independent with certain things, doing things that we enjoy, etc. And when we're in that vibration, we will draw to us new experiences and new people that are either better suited for us, or the people in our lives will level up with us and actually make some positive changes. So that's what I have for you guys. So it was a lovers and separation reading. So obviously there are challenges going on with this person. I don't think that I've destroyed any dreams here, because I think that a lot of you guys are probably very aware that this is what's going on with your person. Maybe it just confirmed things for you. But by no means is it saying that this is doom and gloom forever and that nothing could ever change. Like I said, anything is possible. But right now, just choose yourself. Choose to be more independent. Maybe even choose to kind of just like get out there and travel or meet new people, expand your horizons, right? Instead of kind of focusing on these 3 cups that have fallen over, it always is a reminder that you still have those 2 cups behind you standing, but you're just not looking at them. So you can always choose to see the glass half empty or half full. You can always choose to see the silver lining in life, or you can choose to look at everything as doom and gloom. I'll never be happy. Nothing will ever work out for me. So it's just all about where you want to reside, what energy you want to marinate and reside in. And then you can start making those changes today, despite this person or whatever has happened so far in this life. I know it's hard to do. I'm not sitting here acting like it's easy. It's not. But we do have to make a conscious effort and change if we want to experience positive growth and changes in our life. Because swimming around in the same old cesspool isn't really probably going to get us anywhere. Right? So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you today. I want to thank you guys so much for choosing to watch this reading. And like I said before, if you guys liked it or if it resonated with you, definitely let me know in the comments section down below. Make sure that you guys are subscribed if you're not already. Give it a thumbs up. Share this video with somebody that maybe you feel it will help. And maybe put a little heart or something, like a little emoji in the comment section. And also, I have another channel called Treasure Trove Tarot. I would love it if you guys want to join me over there as well for different types of readings. All right, you guys, have a happy Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.